Welcome, my dear students. This is Dev sir here. Dev, the name is too small. Now, the next chapter that we are going to do in maths is polynomials, that is chapter 2. Polynomials is a very important concept. Basically, what are polynomials? Polynomials are basically expressions which has got a number of terms. I can say that 2x square y minus 3xy cube z plus 3y minus z. This is basically a polynomial. Poly means many, having many terms. So these are the terms that they have got, and this one thing is called as a polynomial. But in this chapter that we are going to deal is with, actually we are going to deal with polynomials with one variable. That is all we are going to deal with this in this chapter, with one variable, only one variable. See, here there are how many variables? X is one variable, y is second variable, z is third variable. So this can be called as polynomial in three variables, but we are going to deal with polynomials in one variable. And the first question deals with is the same thing: which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? See, basically, when it comes to polynomials as a such, you talk about polynomials. See, first of all, a given expression can be a polynomial or not a polynomial. A given expression can be a polynomial or it cannot be a polynomial, either of the two. First, you have to decide whether the given expression is a polynomial or not a polynomial. And second is that whether it is a polynomial in one variable. Two things should be satisfied. First of all, whether it is a polynomial or not a polynomial, and second is that whether it is a polynomial in one variable only. Okay, so first and foremost, what is important, that whether it is a polynomial or not. See, my dear students, whether it is a polynomial or not, conditions, all the conditions are applicable on variable only. On variable, the coefficients, these are the coefficients which are the numbers in front of the which are the numbers which are multiplying with the variables. They don't play any role. They don't play any role. You don't have to think about what is the form of the coefficients. You only have to see the variable and compare the variables only. And what is the condition? The condition is that the power of variable, actually not even variable, power of variable has to be a whole number. The power of variable has to be a whole number. Like in this case, if I consider this, see, the power of this variable is 2. It is a whole number. Whole number means all those numbers having 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. Negative numbers or fractions are not allowed. These don't come in whole numbers. Only these 0, 1, 2, 3 up to infinity. Positive numbers, all the positive numbers including 0 are called as whole numbers. So the power of the variable should be a whole number. So here the power is 2, so it is a whole number. Here there is no power, means power is 1, it is a whole number. Power is 1, power is 3, power is 1, power is 1, power is 1. So basically this can be a polynomial, but this is not a polynomial in one variable. It has got three variables. So that is what you have to see. When do you think, like supposing if I have got 2y raised to the power of 3 upon 4 plus y cube. So this will not be a polynomial because it the power of the variable is not a whole number. In the term 2y raised to the power of 3 upon 4, the power of the variable is not a whole number. That's why this is not a polynomial. Are you getting? And other thing, supposing if now one more thing you should remember, 3 root x. plus x square. See my dear students, this is a radical form. There are two ways of writing a radical. There are two ways of writing a radical. If I can write root 7 like this, so the same thing if I write instead of radical, I can write, see this is square root, means the root over here is 2. I have explained this to you. This will become, this goes and becomes the denominator of the power. At present the power is 1. At present the power is 1. So these two will go and sit in the denominator of the power. Power is 1, denominator is this. So basically square root of 7 can be written in this form. And when I write it in exponent form, it becomes what? This also will become what? 3 into x raised to the power of 1 upon 2 plus x square. Now see, now again the power of this is not a whole number. Are you getting? You have to be careful in such conditions. Supposing if we have got 3 upon y square plus y cube plus y. Now this is a whole number, this is a whole number, but here now you will consider that y square is a whole number. I understand that, but you have to understand one more thing. You have to first bring them to the standard form. First you have to bring them to the standard form. Standard form means all the variables have to be in the numerator. All the variables have to be in the numerator. So here the variable is in the denominator, e notch always. Here this is not acceptable. You will have to first shift this variable to the numerator. So this will become what? 3. When I shift the variable to the numerator, the rule is what? If I shift the numerator, the variable from any place, numerator to denominator or from denominator to numerator, then if I am shifting this base from the numerator to the denominator, the sign of the power changes. It will become minus n. If it is p raised to the power of minus n, if I shift this, it will become p raised to the power of n. The sign of the power will change. Similarly, if supposing it is 1 upon x raised to the power of y, this will become x raised to the power of minus y. Okay, my dear students. So this will become 3 and y will become the minus 2 plus y cube plus y raised to the power of 1. Okay, my dear student. So this will now here, this is no more a whole number. So this will become not a polynomial because the power of the variable is not a whole number. One more thing, my dear students, before I forget and before I go forward. See, I have noticed, it's okay otherwise, this is a, let us keep this topic over here. See, let us go to this exercise 2.1 now. Actually, you will be able to understand this exercise 2.1. The question they are asking is, which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? So here, first of all, they are polynomials in one variable. So I talk about the first question. See, my dear students, when I am writing this, you have to make sure you write 4x raised to the power of 2 should come above like this. You can't write 4x square like this, 4x square. No, this square is not square. It becomes x into 2. This will become 4 into 2, 8x it will become. You can't write like this. You have to understand the rules of writing the power. Power is always written on the head of the variable. 4x square minus 3x plus 7. Now considering this, you will see that first of all, they are all polynomials in one variable, x only. There is no other variable, so it is definitely in one variable. And now you consider the powers of each variable. This is 2 whole number, this is 1 whole number. When there is no power, then actually the power is, when there is no variable, actually the variable is there, but power of the variable is 0. Remember, when there is a variable and there is no power, at that time the power of the variable is 1. And when there is no variable at all, that time variable is there, but the power of the variable is 0. Understand this? Okay, so here I will tell, since the variable, the only variable in the given polynomial is x, and x has powers as whole number, therefore the given expression is a polynomial in one variable. Okay, now let us go to the second question. See, second question again, y square, I will write square like this, up plus root 2. See here, root 2, if I am telling you, don't bother about the numericals, numbers, don't get bothered. They are not going to play any role when you are going to decide whether it is a polynomial or not a polynomial. Only role you have to consider is of the variables and its power. In this case also, if you see, since the only variable in the given expression, we can say, not polynomial, expression is y, and the power of y is a whole number, therefore the given expression is a polynomial in one variable. It is okay. Now consider the third one. Third one, 3 root t plus t root 2. Now consider, if you'll see over here, if I go to write it in the exponent form, in the standard form, so what I will write is, see, I am writing it over here because 3, now t, the power of t, when I write it in the exponent form, will be raised to the power of 1 upon 2. I want you all people to write it neatly like this. You are not allowed to write in this form, t3, t 1 upon 2. I don't know why some students do this mistake. You can't write this 1 upon 2 at the level of t. No, this is definitely wrong. Completely wrong. Raised to the power means that 1 upon 2 has to be raised. Fine. Raised to the power of 1 upon 2 plus t root 2. Now why I am not making any changes to root 2? Because number is not going to be considered when you are going to decide whether it is a polynomial or not a polynomial. So this is going to happen. And now in this case, if you will see here, since the term, now in the term, I have to bring it to notice, the term 3 t raised to the power of 1 upon 2 has a power 1 upon 2, which is not a whole number. Fine, which is not a whole number, therefore the given expression is not a polynomial in one variable. Actually it is in one variable, it is basically not a polynomial. Okay, my dear students, so this is what it is happening, and it is very easy, don't worry. The only thing is that you have to consider the variable properly. In the fourth question again, y plus 2 upon y. The only thing is that now I have to write them in a standard form. Write them in a standard form. See, previously also when a standard and exponent form. Standard form means root t should be written in the exponent form. Then it is in the standard form. And here also the y should be written in the numerator, not in the denominator. See, the variables are only going to play the role. So now when I shift it, y plus 2 into y, now the power of the variable will, the sign of the power of the variable will change. Basically the variable is plus 1. It will now become minus 1. See, my dear students, you have to write minus 1 properly up, raised. I am telling again and again. This is very important. You can't ignore this. So this is done. Now you have to bring it to notice in the term. Which term? You have to write everything properly. In the term. Which term? 2y raised to the power of minus 1. The power of y is minus 1, which is not a whole number, right? It is a negative number. Negative numbers are not whole numbers. Therefore, the given expression is not a polynomial. Fine. Now going to the fifth question. Fifth question is x raised to the power of 10 plus y cube plus t raised to the power of 50. See, my dear students, this raised. I am telling again and again. Okay, fine. So this is what. Now here you can clearly see there is not one variable. Variables are 3 variables in all. Since the given expression has three variables in all, which what are they? X, y, t. Therefore, the given expression is not a polynomial in one variable. Okay, my dear students, so this is what we have done. Fine. So this is the topic. First question is like this. It is very easy. You have to consider, first of all, you have to identify whether the given expression is a variable or not a variable. This is the one thing that you have to understand. Now coming to the second question. In the second question, what are they asking us to do? Write the coefficients of x square in each of the following. Coefficient. Now, as I've told you before, coefficient is basically the number which is in front of the variable, which is multiplying with the set of the variables. This is a coefficient. Definitely you have to consider the sign of the coefficient also. This is the coefficient. This is the coefficient. Here the coefficient is minus 1. And then, but they are asking you the coefficient of x square. So only x square means this. This I can't consider, this I can't consider. If they ask me the coefficient of z, then I will have to see the number that is multiplying with z. So in this case, they are asking you coefficients of x square. And the first is what? 2 plus x square plus x. So if you will see, this is x square. The number which is multiplying with x square is actually nothing. No number means 1. So, and then plus 1. Coefficient of x square is 1. Plus 1 you don't have to write. Second, 2 minus x square plus x cube. In this case, x square is over here. The coefficient which is multiplying is minus 1. Here I will tell coefficient of x square is minus 1. Okay. Third question, pi upon 2 x square plus x. Now this is your x square. The number which is multiplying with x square is this, pi upon 2. So you'll again tell coefficient of x square is pi upon 2 plus pi upon 2. Now the next one is root 2x minus 1. This is the fourth question. Square root of 2x. Now here x is outside the radical. So you should be very careful when you are writing everything. This I can't extend it. Otherwise x will go inside the radical and then it will not be a polynomial. So root 2x minus 1. Here coefficient of, no, there is no coefficient, there is no x square over here. So basically when there is no x square is 0 over here. If I consider that I am writing a x square like this, then the coefficient will have the x square will have a coefficient 0. Okay, that's all. Now with the third question they are asking us, give one example each of a binomial of degree 35. See, when they are asking us example of binomial means there are supposed to be two terms. Here there are three terms, 1 2 3. Here again there are three terms, 1 2 3. Like this it has to be binomial having degree 35. Degree means highest power should be 35. Highest power is called as the degree. In this case, if you will see, the highest power of x is what? 2. The degree of this expression is 2. In this case, the highest power of x is what? 3. The degree of this is 3. Are you getting? In this case, the degree is 2. Degree is 2. Degree means the highest power of the variable. Highest power is called as the degree of that variable. Fine. See, this is not a polynomial in one variable. But if supposing it would have been a polynomial in one variable, supposing x raised to the power of 10, y, x raised to the power of 3 and x raised to the power of 50, then 50 would have been the degree. If all this would have been x then, or all this would have been y then 50 would have been the degree of the polynomial. Degree is basically the highest power of the polynomial is called as the degree. So if we have to construct a binomial having degree, what they have told, 35. So what I will have to do, what is that? See, I can write x, if you want you can write x plus x raised to the power of 35. See, there are now multiple examples that you can write. You can consider that not writing x at all. You can even write only 7 minus y raised to the power of 35. Only one variable, and that variable highest power is going to be only one variable means either this is also only one variable, x and x. You can write x in both the places, no problem. Like this, you can have this x square, you can have this x cube, you can have this x raised to the power of 10 minus x raised to the power of 35. But the highest power should be 35. That is the condition. Okay, my dear students. So like this, these are all basically the binomials having degree 35. Okay. And now next, what are they asking us? And a monomial of degree 35. Example of monomial of degree 100 they have told. Now in this case it is going to be a monomial. So you can take any 7 y raised to the power of 100 raised to the power of 100. 100 should be raised. Then it is this is again a monomial having degree 100. Fine. Then again I can write minus 8 raised and then z raised to the power of 100. The highest power has to be the degree, that is 100. I can write plenty. There is no condition on the number. If I want to play, I can write 2 upon root 3, no problem. The coefficient is not going to make any change. Now here I can write this as t raised to the power of 100. As long as t raised to the power of 100, one variable raised to the power of 100, then it is a monomial in degree 100. Understood, my dear students? This I am given 3 examples. Basically you have to write only one. Going to question number 4. In question number 4, what are they asking us to do? See, in question number 4, they are asking us to do, write the degree of each of the following polynomials. Now you have to understand the degree. See here, if I consider this, first question, 5x cube plus 4x square plus 7x. In this case, degree will be what? The highest power is called as degree. Degree is, highest power is what? 3. Degree is 3. Second question, 4 minus y square. Degree is what? Guess? 2. Highest power is called as the degree. 5t minus root 7. So highest power of the variable, this is 7. Numbers not qualified. The degree is 1. When there is no power, the power is 1. In fourth question, we have only 3 written over here. That when I told you before, when there is no variable, at that time variable is there, but the power of the variable is 0. Coefficient also 0, then also it is not written. Okay, my fine. So this will become here, the degree is 0. 0. Okay, my dear students, I hope everything is getting clear. Fifth question again is very simple. I'll finish this off. Classify the following as linear, quadratic, cubic polynomials. So here what you have to understand is that, see, what is the meaning of linear, what is the meaning of quadratic, and what is the meaning of cubic. See, my dear students, when degree is, these are the languages. Degree is 1, means the highest power of the variable is 1, then it is called as linear variable. Highest power is 1. When degree is 2, highest power of the polynomial is 2, then we call it as quadratic equation. Highest power will be 2. Basically quadra means 2, lean means 1. When the degree is 3, then we call it as cubic polynomial. Cube means 3. Okay, you should have think cube means 3, square means 2. So this should have been squaratic, but it's not squaratic, it is quadratic. Square means 2, quadratic, and only 1 degree means linear. This you have to understand. So then if you'll see over here in the first question, first is basically you can see x square plus x square plus x. Now what is the degree over here? Degree is 2. This is a quadratic equation. Fine. If you see the second one, x minus x cube. Now what is the degree over here? 3. So this is cubic polynomial. Fine. Quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial. Then this is what? Y plus y square plus 4. What is the highest power means the degree? Degree is again 2. So this also will be quadratic polynomial. Fine. Fourth one will be 1 plus x. 1 plus x. So degree is 1. So this will be linear polynomial. Understood this? Fifth one is what? 3t. 3t basically, here again the degree is 1. So this also will be a linear polynomial. Sixth one is r square. Again the degree is 2. So this is again quadratic polynomial. Fifth one is seventh one is 7x cube. So here the degree is 3. So this is basically a cubic polynomial. Understood this? This basically is a very basic exercise. Next will be exercise 2.2 that we will do later, of course. This is exercise 2.1 completed. Okay, my dear students. So solve this on your own once again so that you understand it in a better way. Okay, my dear students. So thank you very much. Stay calm, stay focused, and most important, stay happy. Love you all. Thank you.